There, I forgot to press like the record button. Okay, so I will be continuing with this thread. I only just started it, like obviously right before stream. You can see it's like 1:41. So this is the Pax West thread that's going to be in the Discord. I wanted to make the thread because then I can add more things than I could like say on like Instagram and Twitter and whatever, because I'm trying to be succinct on those. But this I can just freaking spam you guys and you can have like everything. So this, the first bit was the Triforce Quartet. We were fashionably late. No, well, yes, kind of. We were definitely at the back. And they kind of had already started for like 15 minutes. So I guess you can say we were fashionably late. But we didn't miss like too much of the Triforce Quartet. A lot of my friends wanted to be there, especially for Lena Raine, who, if you guys don't know, is one of the like composers for some Minecraft music, OST, Chicory and Celeste. So my friends were like, we want to be here for Lena Raine, and I hadn't posted it in here yet because I didn't get there. But Lena Raine only came up once, and it was to play Pig Step remix with a bunch of the other like musical talents at the same time, and some of the other musical talents, there were two guys that were rapping, and it kind of overshadowed the Lena Raine's like Pig Step music a little bit, but it was still Minecraft rap a little, so it was interesting. It was, I was happy that there was Minecraft at least, but my friends were like, we wanted more. And I'm like, I understand that you wanted more Lena Raine. I wanted more Lena Raine. If there was more than just the Pig Step rap, that would have been fantastic. But it was an interesting like combination of like all the different music like groups. So I thought it was interesting the way that they had like all the different like featured artists like come in and like add to different music pieces. You can say you missed her twice, one at Retro Games Expo and now at PAX. Ah, damn. Unfortunate. One day I'll get to, I would like to actually go to like a dedicated Lena Raine concert. I think one of my friends had gone to one before. But I don't remember where or when, but I know there's a thing. So the first one that they did was, there was like the first one that like we were kind of there for basically, that I started recording. I don't remember what was before that. I don't remember who it was. It was the guy, one of the guys there. He played the guitar and he composed or orchestrated like this piece for Castlevania. Not for Castlevania, but for the Triforce Quartet that is of the Castlevania things, and it was really nice. Like, I love the addition of like the guitar. So you guys can probably hear this. Oh, there you go. Here we go. Because you can hear, and some of my recordings are very short. And it's just Triforce Quartet is beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. They were playing in one of the halls one of the days, and I could hear it all the way up. I think it was in the main, not in the main hall, but it was like this building, and they were playing, I don't know, somewhere on one of the other floors, and I could hear it all the way at the 5th floor. It was great. One of these here, he starts playing the guitar, and I don't remember which one it was. Yeah, so you can see that we're all the way at the back. Yeah, the guitar is so good. It's so pretty. These are wide videos, by the way. I just have this cropped for here. If anyone wants to be able to go see these videos like by yourselves, again, the Discord is there. This is in the PAX thread. This is gonna be here for anyone who wants to look at this. But yeah, like, it was so pretty. It was beautiful. It's so good. Yeah, I like mix between like vertical and not vertical. It's not consistent. think there was like another concert thing that was going on at some point. I don't remember which one. If it was the same, I don't think it was the same time as this one. That would have been a little silly. If there was like a secondary concert at the same time as the 20th anniversary concert, because it's PAX's like 20th year. Yeah, this is all from like Castlevania. I'm not sure which game, but I just know that that's what it is, because especially because they put it in the background. They put Castlevania back there. Sometimes if they didn't put the game in the screen, I probably wouldn't have known what it was. But yeah, it's so good. So that was one of like the guest peoples. They kind of like brought some people like one at a time for different pieces, which is very cool. They didn't really do that last year. Did I just listen to this? Okay, I just couldn't remember. And then after Castlevania, they had I didn't take videos of every single thing. I just took ones that I recognized that I liked. Or some of them I just like did it randomly. But these are from the Star Wars Outlaws OST, and the guy playing the massive flute looking thing is one of the composers for the game, which is really cool. Can you imagine being, you know, a fan, like a fan band group that does covers for video games, and you get to play with one of the composers? That's awesome. And it was amazing music. Like, what is this? What is that? What is that kind of instrument? It's like a baritone flute or something. What is this thing? But it was, I love the addition of the flute. I love flutes. I played a flute. So it's so good. Oh, you can't even see this guy on this side. I had like the stage here and like the extra video over here. But yeah, I kind of like took little snippets. Yeah, you can hear like the motifs in here. You can hear the Star Wars. And you know me, how I love me Star Wars. I love my Star Wars. I haven't played any like recent Star Wars games. I think I have one of them, but I just have not had the time to actually play them. Outlaws, I don't think I've actually seen anything of it. Maybe I just haven't actually looked at it. But the music, beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Love it. Very good. Love video game orchestrations. That's like one of my favorite things, is just listening to video game music, but it's like the orchestrated version with like an entire like different instruments that it might normally be in the game or what have you. I love string versions of things. And then after this, after Star Wars, and there's this one.
Suffix 2 Pog Suffix 2 Pog Suffix 2 Pog Suffix 2 Evil Suffix 2 Evil Suffix 2 Evil Suffix 2 Ace Pride Suffix 2 Ace Pride Suffix 2 Ace Pride at Heat Gremlin at Heat Gremlin at Heat Gremlin at Heat Gremlin at Heat Vied Heat Vied Heat Vied Heat Vied Heat Brain Cell at Heat Brain Cell at Heat Brain Cell at Heat Brain Cell at Heat Fufo at Heat Fufo at Heat Fufo. I love that
flute. The flute is so good. Thank you, Eggy. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the PAX discussion part of the stream right now. Listening to some of the 20th anniversary concert videos that I took, that I threw into the Discord in a thread. I'm gonna be building all in here. I'm just gonna keep adding to this because I just didn't have time to add more. You're all sick? No, not again. Guys, can you stop getting sick? Can you stop? Just tell your bodies to stop doing that. Oh no, I hope you're taking care of yourselves and just like resting as needed. New. Okay. Bodies no get sick. There you go. You did it. You just slash unsick. Just slash remove illness. Potion of healing. Done. Well, I hope you guys will feel better soon. Solve the health crisis. Yep, all done. Fantastic. You came actually at the greatest time possible because I'm about to show the Undertale boss battle music that they did, which is amazing. I loved that they did like a medley of boss battle music. It was so good. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah. You ready? We were like, my friends were not ready for this. I think some of them missed it last time. And so it's just like, yeah, man. You know, you guys can't fucking hear it. God damn it. You guys couldn't hear it the entire time. No one said anything. What the hell? God damn it. Now I have to go back to the other ones. No one said you couldn't hear it. Rude. Anyway, here's some Undertale boss battle music. Just thought it was them. No! You were supposed to be able to hear it. I'll go back to the other ones so that you guys can hear it. Because you're supposed to be able to. But yeah, here's Papyrus's theme. They added the drum guy at some point, and the drum guy is absolutely like incredible. I love this guy. He was just absolutely going ham at some parts. Like he was full body drumming. It was great. You guys can't see it because it's on the edge here. Oops. There'll be a few other bits. But yeah, so they added at some point the drummer guy, and I think he just stayed on for like the rest of the concert. Hang on, there we go. And then now you can see the full thing because it's vertical. So now it's Undyne's, and it's so good. Beautiful. And it keeps going faster and faster, and it's like, yeah. Again, we're all the way at the back. So I had to, honestly, taking a video of the screen, I could almost see better. And then, you guys ready? Yeah, Megalomania! It's yeah. It's Sansa's. Oh, hang on. I was gonna take a picture, or not take a picture. I was take a drink of water, not a picture. God damn it. Ah, beautiful. I love the like thing that they put on the screen of the background, and the lights just kind of like dancing around is very good addition. Taking pictures of my water? Yeah, I'm taking pictures of my water. I'm gonna put it in the thread. It's like, hey guys, fucking hydrate while you're in here. No, that's Undyne. That's this one. And there we go. You ready? Are you guys ready? Oh, beautiful. This one is just like, mwah, chef's keys. Who wants feels? Get hit with the feels. Just the slow violins. You can be hydrated AGH. Yes, pretty much. Just gonna tell Iggy, Beth, and Leaf to just go freaking hydrate. God damn it. Yeah. Look at him. I love that, like, when they did that, everyone starts like fucking bopping to it. It's like, fuck yeah. Oh, this was the beginning. Oh, I already repeated this. Yeah, anyway, so you can see that people did that. I guess it just repeated. There, and then they immediately went to this one. Like, look at this. I forgot that I put the videos in 2 different bits and I just like recycled. So like they went immediately from Sans's to to the Kings. And it's just like, ooh boy. There's the extra faster. Yeah. You can tell they're having fun and everything too. And I love it. And it's just like, I love these concerts and stuff. And I hope that they do like the combo thing again. Just because I liked seeing the collaborations between all the different artists and things like that. So they had the Triforce Quartet, they had the One-Ups, they had some other people, like they had the two, the one rapper guy. They had another guy who had like a weird looking synth instrument thing. And then he also came back later to rap as well for the Pig Step one. And then they had Lena Raine, and I don't remember who else. There we go. I think this is like the end of the Kings. Yeah, I think I just took more videos of the Kings, just because I didn't want like whole like chunky videos for the sake of like being able to split things up. And also because I didn't want to take video of like the whole goddamn concert at the same time, so I just took little bits and pieces. There was quite a few songs that I didn't take videos of, just because I was like, yeah, I don't need to take videos of this. But they did some like Mega Man, and everyone's like, yeah, look at this. And I don't recognize, like, I've never played Mega Man. I think this is Mega Man X, I think it says. I've never played Mega Man, but I really liked the song that they were playing here. But not only that, but this was like one of the finale songs. I think this was, I can't remember if this was like the encore or not. This might have been. I think that they were Mega Man OST fucking slaps, yeah. It's really good. I think this might have been the encore where they were just like, we're not going to tell you what we're playing. You're just going to have to guess. And we're like, all right. So I think they did Mega Man here. And then the next... Yeah, and then they continued on. And this is when the drum guy went fucking bananas. Like, he just kept going. He was just incredible. This guy was going nuts. Full body, just like going for it. It was so good. Look at him. He's just in it. It's so funny. Look at this guy. He was really good. I love this drummer guy. But then, not only that, they went from Mega Man straight into Pokemon. Like, the entire crowd went wild. And so, like, me and, like, one of my friends just started singing the theme while we were at it. So they had, like, the theme in the background, too. I was so happy. I was like, yes, Pokemon! Oh, I was so happy. So this, like, whole video, I think, is just all Pokemon. But I think it was absolutely wild that they just went right from Mega Man just immediately to Pokemon. There was no break whatsoever. And everyone was just, like, blown away. And I think we weren't the only ones that were singing. I think there was a lot. Yeah, there was like this person that was like singing at the same time. So there's definitely quite a few people that were also singing the themes at the same time. I also played the Pokemon theme at the Parapalooza nightclub on Sunday, and everyone broke out. Yeah, nice. I don't even know what the hell the Parapalooza nightclub is. Was it Sunday? If that was Sunday night, oh, I was fucking out. I was gone. Sunday night was a lot, or at least Sunday in general was a lot for me. Yeah, they just got like the images here. But I also really like that they did like the extended version of the intro, where it's not just the normal theme, it's like the full song. So you had like the interlude in the middle. Q Club Parapalooza is loosely League of Legends themed. Oh, okay. Is this okay? After party, gotcha. See, I just you can type. Yeah, so I didn't go to any of like the parties just because like my friends and I had like other plans, and also most of the time we were fucking exhausted by the end, and also I was you know, adhering to I was at the will of whoever was driving, really. So yeah, yeah, that was like the whole finale of these guys, and that's all I have in the thread so far. There was also the one-ups. Let me just look at my videos so I can like do this. So the one-ups came on and they did a few things, including the pig step thing, which again, I'll share them later. I know clubs and everything, but I don't know, I feel like you should try it just once. I don't mind. Look, I've been to like concerts and stuff before. Like, I've been in a mosh pit at a time or two, but it's usually just like going there and being able to go back to a hotel reliably, and B, having the social battery left over. And also, I definitely would have to like mentally prepare my brain for that amount of socialization. I just also didn't know that they fucking exist. Nobody I know actually goes to the PAX parties. They, at most, last year, I think they just went to some of like the gay clubs or something. And so... and last time I was just tired of shit. So yeah, it's like a 15-minute walk to the con if you want next year. Maybe I might be down. Kind of depending on how next year goes is the thing. A few of my friends may or may not be you know, doing some boothing next year. So that might be like a thing where I help them out if needed. But yeah, I don't mind if like I know people who are going, and that like I have like a reliable way to like get back to the hotel without like spending a bajillion dollars on a fucking Uber, because like we were far enough away, like our hotel is far enough away, it was gonna be like a $60 Uber one way each goddamn time. Like, it was just gonna be ridiculous. So that's why we were like at the mercy of whoever like in our group was actually driving. So yeah, I mean, next year we might probably get one that's closer to the convention again. Because like, oof, being super far away from the convention is actually just not convenient whatsoever. Can't just like go and take a goddamn nap, which I wish I was able to do. Like, on, I think it was Saturday I was fine. What did I do? Oh, Saturday, the first thing that we did, we basically just, one of my other friends like came in, picked a couple of us up, we went immediately to the convention, we stand in line, and then we went to the Final Fantasy booth like right away, and so that we could do there was like a boss battle that people could do as like a challenge, and if you did it, you got the bag. Like, there was an actual bag that just says like, I came here for, I think, adventure, but I got or what does it say? Some come for adventure, I'm here for tacos, but it was a picture of a taco. So yeah, that's what that one is. My buddy has contacts with the Regency next door. I can ask for next year if he wants. Still expensive. It's like $260 per room per night, but split 4 or 5 ways. That's pretty decent. Honestly, yeah. Message me later. Also, one of my friends might also want to talk to you about that. So, yeah, for sure. Like, let me know. Because yeah, we can probably coordinate something next year if possible. That would be awesome. Cause yeah, being far away from the convention was just like, sure, it was cheaper, but like, oof. If I had grabbed my Jawa this year, I would have been fucked. I'd have been like, someone just, I'm gonna go find a corner, I'm gonna lay down and come find me in 3 hours. I'd have been gone. Yeah, so after Friday was the concert day, then Saturday we immediately went to the Final Fantasy booth. We tried our best to do the we coordinated with each other to try and do the challenge at the Final Fantasy booth. We had like a couple of randos that filled in some spots because it was an 8-man group, or eight person like boss battle. So we tried that. We had all 3 tries, couldn't get it in that, like, you know, round of attempts. I walked around for a little bit. I got myself a little like plush. We call them gamer dogs, where it's a little plush that you put like a lanyard around. You add your pins and everything to it, and it's holding all of your pins and all that jazz. And you just called it gamer dog, even though it's not a dog. That's just what it is now. And generally you take a picture with it everywhere, but I forgot to actually put it in pictures. But I got a Mandragora and it just looks really cute. I took some pictures of like the FNAF booth and stuff. Walked around, took a couple of pictures of booths. That's when I also ran into you, Bear, a little bit on my way, like walking around. I was trying to like get a lay of the land, trying to go over towards the indie games area. I found a couple of like cool games. I took a picture of a couple of like actual big old booth like designs. So like Larian has like a whole ass castle and like an alien thing on top of it. There was just like actually like castle walls for one of the games. I don't know what the hell it was. Yeah, you in cosplay. I'll probably post that on like Instagram and stuff. And your Underworld friendos. I think I only got you and like you as Zagreus and then Melanoe, because I think the person who was I didn't recognize that one of your group that like walked up was also Dionysus. I didn't realize that. The other castle was Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Yeah, I saw like it wasn't really a full castle, but it was a tower, and I really liked it. I wish I had remembered to actually go back there, because they had a whole picture zone where you could wear armor and had like little prop weapons and shit. Like it looked cool, and I was like, whoa, I like that. And my brain, I went, I want to come back and take pictures. The reality was that I didn't. But it was there and it was really cool. And then I took a couple pictures of some indie booths that I wanted to go back and check out. Some of them I did, some of them I didn't. Kind of just depended on A, lines, and B, being in the area again. There was one that I've been meaning to do, and it was like called Cuisineer. It looked really cute. And yeah, so some pictures I took of like games either that I wanted to try and check out, or just like in general check out. Some of the games do have demos on Steam, so I might just at one point like do a bunch of Steam demo things. I have a bunch of pictures of like some stuff. What is it? There's like a bunch of vinyls that I found that they were just existing. I didn't buy any of them, but like I found some and I was like, oh, neat. And then immediately after when I saw you guys in cosplay, I was walking back towards the Final Fantasy booth again, because we were going to do attempt number 2, Electric Boogaloo, and try and get the bag, and finish beating the boss. So, because one of our other friends actually was able to like finally get there. So after a second round of waiting in line, and on the third attempt, like we died on the boss like twice, and then we had one last try in that round to beat it. We finally like got past the part that kept killing us, and one of my friends was like, okay, it's free now, just don't die. And my friend afterwards was like, after they said that, I was debating walking off the platform just like to troll us, and I was like, I would have walked over and beat the crap out of you. Oh, but that was sucked. We would have had to do it a third fucking time, waiting like an hour to get through and then try and fight this goddamn boss again. We called it the Valley Girl Amanda because it was Valagarmonda was the boss. So I have a picture of us like having beaten it, and thank God for the randos we got this time around. Because my one friend who, said that they would freaking leave, they were gonna walk off the platform. He was tanking, but he's still pretty new to the game. So one rando that they managed to get in line that wasn't with a group or anything was like, I main tank, and my friend's like, oh, thank God. So they were helping him know when to do his tank stuff. The other two people were like high level DPS players, so they were pretty good. And so that helped us in that regard, because I think our problem at first was definitely not doing enough damage. And so we finally did it. I wish we were able to like do gameplay of like that. We were able to like record that shit, but maybe at some point in the future I'll actually play Final Fantasy, because I think that's an actual battle that's in there in the game. I think, because people can just play it, so... But yeah, you had to do that particular battle in order to get the bag. We finally got it, and then I think... Was that day? What is this? Day 1, day 2. Yeah, it's day 2. After that, I went and, like, played a game called Snacko. And it's super cute. It's got like 2D sprites for the characters, and then like it has, your classic, when you talk to the characters, there's like a little image of them or whatever, and that's all 2D. The designs are absolutely fucking adorable. They're so cute. And then the world is 3D, and the blend of it actually really works. It's a really cute little farming sim. The whole booth was actually really adorable, and what I loved was that one of the developers' moms, like, she was there and she had made like the scarecrow. She did some like felt pen stuff with there's like turnips. She did like the felt crafting, making of the turnips. One of my other friends has like the keychain for that, and I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous because it looks adorable. And the little scarecrow is so cute. I just say for as a joke, and I was like, can I have that? Can I have the scarecrow? And so it's a really cute game. I'm gonna go find it and like wait, is it on Steam? Hold on, it might actually be on Steam. Some of these games are on Steam. Maybe I'll just show you guys the games that I'm looking at. If Steam wants to open, maybe, perhaps. Steam might. Steam's actually gonna, no, don't you dare stop downloading. No, don't do anything. No downloads. Stop that. You're gonna crash my freaking stream. No. Let me see if I can find it. Where's the game? Snacko. Snacko. It's super cute. Oh, it is out. Okay. Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna go properties, Steam window. Maybe this will work. I don't think it will. Hang on. I'm gonna go over here real quick. Because then I can like sort this out. It's not gonna show. That's not gonna do anything. That's not. It's not special. No, I don't want this one. Damn. Where is it? That's not helpful. Never mind. Also, Barry, did you send the pictures, or are you gonna send them separately? Because I think that would be cool if you got some pictures of the Kingdom Come Deliverance booth. That'd be sweet. How do I show the? It's not window capture, is it? Game capture? You said, send pics of the castle for Kingdom Come Deliverance, unless you were talking about something else. That's fine. It's okay. Hang on, that's not helping me. You only have vids? You're the one that sent pictures. Okay, this is not what I want. Damn it. You might send the pics you have of your cosplay. Oh! Okay, yeah. No, I can send you that. I misread completely. Here, let me go find... I think I only have like 3 pictures. I think it took like 3 and that was it. Where are they? Here you go. Send. There you are. Send me the castles. I mean, if you had pictures of the castle, that's fine. Okay. I don't know how to get you guys to see freaking the thing. How do I get you guys to see Steam? That's not helping me. God damn it. Okay, well, that's just not gonna happen. Properties. Well, nope. Don't make me do like a display capture. That's gonna be so annoying. Fine. No, I don't want display capture. I hate display capture so much. There's gotta be a way to do a window capture. I swear to God. You know what? You guys need to go find the thing. I'm not gonna do that right now. There we go. Okay, so Snacko is super cute. I might probably like play a demo of this at some point because I think the demo's like, I don't remember how long the demo is, but it's super cute. Let me go find what else I did. We walked around for a little bit, went and checked out more booths. I take pictures of like some of like the small games and stuff, or like the indie games that I wanted to like check out, or some other booths and stuff. We found the Wholesome Games booth. I wasn't able to like play anything because there was people there, and I was just like getting a lay of the land. There was like Ollie Frog Toad Skater, and it had like sticky notes everywhere. There were just sticky notes for days. And so me and another one of my friends that I was walking around with, we drew some frogs to add to it. Oh, but the other thing about Snacko is they had like a speedrun like version or something. They had like a speedrun board where people can try to do like do a speedrun. They mark it down, and I think they had like a prize or something. So a couple of my friends actually did it. And some of them were either like first place or like like top 10. And it was very funny to like keep walking past it. And one of my friends had like their score bumped down, and this says ×2 get wrecked. I think it was because like 2 of my other friends like beat him in the speedrun category bit. And it was just fun to walk past the booth again just to see if they were still there. If anybody else like won over them. I don't have pictures of that, but it was very funny. Get wrecked, Shram ×2. Hey, Bouncy. yeah, you definitely beat Shram. I think Lark did as well. It was very funny. So, I wish I like went back to see the to like try out the speedrun and stuff, but I'm not a very good speedrunner. I don't generally do that. I tried to do speedrunning thingies, but it's like it doesn't really work. I also realized that there's no music in the background, so we're just gonna put that there so you guys can have something in the background. My bad. Yeah. After we walked around for a little bit, I think I took a picture. There is another one of those RPG games that's like out technically now, but like I just keep forgetting to actually go and like grab it, but like it's there. Yeah, wish they had Hades 2 speedrun. Ooh. I mean, Hades, but the thing is, like, this was just at, like, the booth or whatever. This was just the devs having, like, a fun little, like, incentive to do, like, a little giveaway kind of thing. Hades 2 would have had to have the booth people set that up. They would have had to be there. I don't think the devs for Hades was there, as far as I can tell. And I didn't check out any of the speedrun like events that happened. So I'm not like sure if they had any of those. I think I passed by one of them, I think on Sunday. But I don't remember what it was. I just remember passing by the conference room that had it in there. And then at the end of day 2, basically I went to the Twitch Women's Guild meetup, which was very fun. I have posted a couple pictures on Twitter and stuff where I got to meet Glitch City and Agent V, who are two Pokemon based content creators. Glitch, you've probably heard some of her remixes for Pokemon, like the battle remixes and stuff. Like I've played her music on the channel before, especially during art stuff. I've definitely played her music. It's absolutely amazing. And then V does a lot of like shiny hunting and things like that. So like I've definitely watched some of V's stuff. They're both great. And then I took the other selfie that I remember to take was with Jess Rappaport, who is a Zelda content creator. And she's lovely. I enjoyed having a chat and just like being able to like meet in person and whatnot. There was a lot of other creators there. I didn't take selfies because A, people were dispersing, and B, I was just trying to ask. But there's like a group photo that exists. So yeah, and then at the very, very end, it was Acquisitions Incorporated, and it was as usual very, very funny. It was amazing. I loved watching and just being there and, you know, seeing them fail with natural ones and what shenanigans occurs from that. So yeah, they weren't, but like the GDQ, a GDQ upstairs, which they did. Yeah, I mean, I guess the people would have to like arrange for that. I'm gonna snooze the ad break right now just because I'm almost done talking about things, and then when we switch over games, that's when I'll do the other 3-minute ad. I guess you probably mention, you know what, I'll talk about it afterwards. But yeah, so yeah, Acquisitions Incorporated, fun time. If anyone who doesn't know what it is a live D&D session where they've been playing it live like every time. So every PAX, every convention that they go to, they do an Acquisitions Incorporated. So it's like a continual thing. And then at the beginning of each one, they have like a little animated segment intro thing to do like a previously on and be able to catch people up, because not everyone's going to every single convention that they do stuff at. So yeah, that's basically it. It's a great time. I thoroughly enjoy watching Acquisitions Incorporated, and for at least one or two of our crew, I think it was one of them, it was the first time of watching it, and I think everyone enjoyed, which is always fantastic to see. Day 3, I didn't really do too much for PAX. I had a headache that day, unfortunately. So I mostly just chilled. It was your first time watching Acquisitions. Yeah! So Bouncy came and like watched Acquisitions Inc. Bouncy, what was your take? How did you enjoy? What do you remember a favorite part? Because I know my favorite part was the fact that they tried to befriend and then subsequently destroy a shadow dog and did not expect to have him go all John Wick on them and try to kill them as a result. And just absolutely failed at that. The natural ones just fucked him over. It was very funny. I enjoy that. And then just, you know, any kind of banter that they have between the crew, it's a great time. They kept going, hey, can we level up? And he was like, yeah, but you still don't get your extra like move that you got because you're level 4. So, and I also love that they like costume up every time. Just every time they just do a costume thing. Accidentally killing the dog, and the warrior decided to play golf with her giant axe and a bomb. Yeah. Yeah, in the beginning where they're just like, so we've got some X marks the spots. We're just gonna split up, obviously. One person fucking nearly actually died. The other one's like, I'm gonna play golf with it. Yeet! It just absolutely just annihilates it. Just vanquish. But the killing of the dog is just like, you killed his dog. Of course he's gonna attack you. It's just like, she tries to befriend every animal no matter what, and they're like, it's not a dog. So yeah, it was very good. And it's actually like up on Twitch. They actually stream that, and I didn't know that they straight up stream those. So I highly recommend, if anyone's interested in like live D&D sessions and stuff, like if anyone's a fan of like roll like Dimension 20 or whatever, absolutely recommend checking that out. Just go find like Acquisitions Incorporated from like Pax West 2024. It's like on Pax's Twitch. I don't know if it's on their YouTube, because they do have, I think they do have a lot of YouTube VODs, but I don't remember if the PAX was on there. I didn't check that tab. But yeah. I think day 3, I mostly just chilled a bit. I went over to the Summit, I went over to the Summit building, and I just like walked around the tabletop area because like I had a headache and I wasn't really gonna do anything, and I had like a couple of panels that I wanted to go sit at. So I think the first panel was what was it? I don't remember the first panel that I went to. What was it? Because it wasn't Capcom. Capcom was first, or what? Capcom was second. Where the hell was the first one? What was it? I'm gonna go look because I don't remember. My brain. Sci-Fi's brain said no. That is correct. My brain said no because Sleep did. It was tough. Sleep was a rough time of that. What was my schedule? Okay. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so the first panel that I went to was like a what is it? What does it say? The title was Break the Game, Break the Stigma, Mental Health and Identity in the Digital Landscape. So I kind of miss a little bit of that because I went to lunch. But it was a good panel about like games and streaming and like mental health things and whatever. I always like to go to those just cuz there might be like either more resources or information or whatever. It's just a good refresher on that kind of stuff. And all that jazz. I always go to those ones. Let me just read the description. Today's increasingly digital landscape offers many freedoms. We can immerse ourselves in previously inaccessible worlds through VR and video games and find love and friendship and community across the globe. But this brave new world also presents challenges that we are only just beginning to grapple with. A couple of streamers and a representative from Take This, which Take This is like a non-profit organization that helps break the bridge the stigma of mental health and things in the video game industry and the community and stuff and gaming. And they they looked at some of the most like pressing issues in the panel at the heart of like modern digital ecosystem, including navigating imbalanced power dynamics of parasocial relationships, dealing with online harassment, cyberbullying, and just finding accessible mental health supports specifically tailored to like denizens of the virtual world and stuff. So and that does lead me to talk about Take This in general, where they are a really good resource, but if unfortunately, because they are a nonprofit, they like obviously don't make any money. They run off of donations and stuff like that, and it is expensive to run because they fly out experts and things like that and host panels and have all these resources that they host and whatnot, and they need to raise like 80K by the end of September or they're not going to exist anymore. So I think at some point after I figure out the rest of my finances for this month, I am gonna personally make a donation to them just so like I can help contribute, because on Sunday, because I had a headache I needed to go somewhere quiet so I could try and like make my headache go away. After the Capcom panel, after which I'll talk about the Monster Hunter stuff afterwards. After the Capcom panel, I just went to the AFK room, which take this as space. It's a quiet room where people can just like chill. It is really nice. There's like a couple of volunteers that they come up to you and they just double check. It's like, hey, how you doing? Do you need anything? Like we've got like a water thing over here. You know, what do they just check in, which is really, really sweet. So I went there for like 45 minutes so I could like take some Tylenol, and I just like massaged my temples. My brain hurt. It was just like it kept going throughout the day. I thought it would go away, but it did not. And the AFK room that they run is not only for like it's extremely quiet, but it's also for people who get like overwhelmed and stuff, because a convention that big and with that much noise and everything, and there's just so much happening and whatnot, it can get very overwhelming and like super overstimulating. And the AFK room is like an excellent place to just chill out and just unwind yourself from being overstimulated. So yeah, it might be the last year that they have it if they can't get the funding. Need to just go find, where's the take this? I know I've retweeted their messages and stuff like on Twitter and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna take this. Here you go. Here's the link. You can look at what they're talking about and like all the things that they do. They've gone to like 55 conventions or events in this year. So they're kind of like they're in danger of closing forever, which is very unfortunate because their programs and workshops and stuff are very beneficial. They've got a lot of resources. I know somewhere that they have like basically when you have convention crash, like convention depression, like because you're always socializing, and then afterwards you're just like there's nothing, and you're like nothing. Just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So they had, I don't know what page or where it is, but they have that as like one of the resources. They have other mental health resources on here. They're really they're a robust mental health resource in general in the gaming space. So I just want for my as my part to try and help raise awareness for this, because I definitely use their resources to say, hey, if you're able, either you can like share, retweet the posts and stuff to also spread and raise awareness of what they do, or if you have some extra cash, like even like $5 or something, like donate it. Like literally everything counts, because I think they managed to get like 14K so far out of the 80,000 that they need, but they obviously still need the rest of it and to be able to continue to function, because otherwise they can't do any more like conventions, they can't like contribute and everything else. So highly recommend go check that out, see if whatever you can to help support within your means. Go do so, please. Join me in doing that. Again, whether it's sharing the links, retweeting from them, follow their socials, or if you're financially able, like trying to help boost that amount of money that they need to get in order to continue to run. Because again, those kinds of resources, like there are like kind of quiet spaces if you like go far enough away from the like all the noise in the convention, but like the AFK room was so quiet, like a bare whisper was pretty loud. And like there's just places to sit and just chill. And it was so nice. It was so nice after having a headache for like 5 hours. It was just like, oh, thank God. So yeah, I just wanted to, because we were on this topic of like the mental health and all that jazz, and they ran that particular panel to let you guys know of like, hey, this is a thing. But yeah, so before I had gone to that, I went to the Capcom Presents Monster Hunter Wilds, and then there was a bunch of other ones. I just went for the Monster Hunter. Tried to chill in the atrium, but I entered 5 minutes before they were closing. I know. Yeah, I mean, because I think most other things that like are convention floor related close at 7. So unfortunately, because they're volunteers, right? So it's only running until the convention floor was good, because it's not a panel. It's a very specific room. Which is unfortunate that you got overwhelmed and you wanted to use the room before it closed. But it's the fact that it was there and it was an option is, you know, it's better than not actually being there. So I ended up decompressing the beer garden. I hate beer, but the smell of it everywhere is strangely appealing. I didn't even smell the beer in the beer garden. That was like by the no way, I don't even know where the beer garden is. It's on the same floor, but I don't think I went over there. Or was that on the bottom floor? I couldn't remember. Is that where the really comfy chair was? But I mean, to be fair, there isn't like bean bags in the AFK room. It's just like normal chairs and tables. But like, man, being at a table and then just like putting your head in your arms, like laying with your head on at the table, is just like so nice. It's the same floor. You had to go outside. Ah, yeah. Beer garden was overpriced crap. I mean, everything that's like anything that you buy on the convention buildings or at the convention buildings is going to be extremely overpriced. Again, right after I left the AFK room, I had to go and find a snack of some kind because I was so fucking hungry. I went to like one of the food things and bought like a fruit cup. That shit was like $10. It was a small fruit cup. And then like the Italian restaurant at the bottom it's like $48 for a goddamn like noodles. But you know what? I did not want to get choice paralyzed, and I needed food immediately. So I paid for expensive fucking pasta that wasn't nearly as filling as I wanted it to be. Unfortunately. The hard lemonade was okay, plus a free beer sleeve because bag was okay, but not for $13. I didn't really go to the beer garden, so I can't speak to its quality or pricing, but I'm just saying that anything that's going to be at the thing is going to be expensive. This is why you bring granola for breakfast. Thankfully, our hotel had like a little breakfasty thing, but it's only open until like freaking 10 o'clock in the morning. So that morning I got up late because again, I didn't really sleep. So I didn't get any yogurt. I didn't get anything. So, yeah, couldn't do that. Only place worth buying snacks was the freaking convenience store sitting right between yeah, pretty much. But you'd have to walk from Summit all the way over to Arch to get anything. And bro, I was not gonna go over there. I was too fucking tired and hungry and brain hurt. It was not happening. So basically after I went to the Capcom panel, right? I got there a little bit late, like, but not like super late. I don't know, it was like 10, 15 minutes or something. So I went over there and watched the Capcom, the Monster Hunter stuff that they did right away. And I want to play the new game that's coming out. I didn't stand in line for 4 hours to play the demo because I have other things to do for 4 hours, unfortunately. But that means that I was able to do other things. But that means I didn't get to play the demo. I didn't get the lovely pin that a lot of other people did because I didn't want to wait for 4 hours in line. So, I went to the panel. They showcased a bunch of like cool game mechanics and things like that you can do. The differences between like Monster Hunter Wilds and World. World is the only Monster Hunter I've ever played in my life. And I got carried through that game, so I'm not good at it, and I don't really need to be. I'm not gonna be try hard again. I play Insect Glaive, and I spam button until I yeet into the air and pray I land. Okay? I do not do it at a good consistency. I just hit button and go. My cousins were the ones that were carrying me through the story. It's fine. Insect Glaive is based. I tried other weapons, but Insect Glaive was the only one that I found was fun, even though I cannot like accurately or consistently yeet myself in the air, and I don't really know how to properly strategize using the bug. Like, I'll throw the bug out, but like I'll accidentally reclaim the bug again without it doing anything. Like, I don't actually care. I am doing it as such a casual player that people who play the game and are good at it will probably cry watching me. But I love the ability to fight big monster, and all the goofy names people give the creatures and stuff. So I went to the panel. They showed off some stuff. One of my favorite things that they showed as one of the new mechanics you can do is, because some of the creatures can do like a herding thing, you can disperse the herds by using like a fucking smoke bomb or something and try to like split them out so that you can, you know, narrow in on one creature. They also ran into the alpha of the zone, just casually. They're like, yeah, fuck it. Like, this is the alpha of the zone. We're not going for it though, but that's just the thing that we passed. So they chased down this thing, they dispersed it from the rest of the herd that was also attacking them. They showed some concept art of like some bird owl thing. I don't know what it was. They said that apparently a lot of people like took an image of it and ran with it and made a bunch of fan art and stuff. Like, people went crazy. They even showed a bunch of the fan art on the screen. And then they showed the actual concept art of the bird creature, and it is absolutely adorable. It's got like the biggest mouth ever. It is really cute. And then yeah, that was basically it. They did like one whole fight with like one particular creature. They showed that you can finally actually like carve and walk onto the creature's corpse and be on top of it and things like that, which you couldn't really do before. And yeah, so it was cool. I enjoyed watching it. And then after that, I left because I needed to go. Because I had like 30 minutes to go find, I think, the fruit cup that I wanted to get, and go to the Seattle Soba Creators Meetup. So that I didn't take pictures of because I just completely forgot, and I was still kind of suffering from like a headache or whatever. But I went there and I just found like a table of people to like talk to, because I saw some people also had the Final Fantasy bag. So I was like, those guys, those people right there, I'm gonna sit at this table. And so we just ended up talking about Final Fantasy for like a bit. And that was kind of it. We just talked about Final Fantasy, chatted a bit. They had like some giveaways that people can go into as a raffle. It was a cool time. And then one of the like volunteers for Take This was like walking around and talking to people about doing like charity streams and stuff for Take This to be able to try and raise some money for them. Which I might do at some point this month if I can find the time to like do a little bit of a prep thing, and see if we can like connect some stuff or whatever. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it. It was just mostly like chilling people and like hanging out. And then afterwards, a bunch of my friends were playing Magic, and then they had dinner plans. So I just kind of like futzed around. I just kind of like walked around the tabletop area. And then I got my stupidly expensive noodles. The stupidly expensive pasta that it was at least something, but it was definitely not as filling as $48 should have been. I was desperate, okay? I was just like, fuck. And then, because, like, we were staying there pretty late, because, again, one of my friends was playing Magic, and he went into, like, a freaking, he went into, like, I don't know, it wasn't, like, a tournament thing, but it was, like, a round of games. I don't understand Magic. So while we were just chilling there, and he was just still playing, and so there was a panel that I wanted to go to, and it was called Romance and Intimacy in Games, Where We've Been, Where We Are, and Where We Hope to Go. It had quite a few cool creators in there. And like the guy that was moderator that, like, you know, began the panel. Then we also had Persephoroth. We got Cypher of Tyr. We had Samantha Baert, who is the voice actor for Karlach in Baldur's Gate 3. She was there. And then Jackie Aiko, who is a senior community manager of, like, Star Wars: The Old Republic, which started as a BioWare game, and as you know, in BioWare games you can romance people. Apparently BioWare, like, are in the Old Republic game, they're releasing, like, companion or NPC romance patches or date patches or whatever, which is kind of cool. The game is currently, I think, in, like, maintenance mode because it's been running for, like, a bajillion years. So they handed off to another, like, another group to maintain it. And then they had that bronze girl who was also on the panel. So yeah, the panel was great. I thoroughly enjoyed. Obviously, they talked about, like, Dragon Age and stuff like that. And one of the panels, they put Harvest Moon 64 on there, and I went, Harvest Moon! Hell yeah! Harvest Moon time! Hi, Yalti!
Nightmare.
Thank you for 26 months. Why is it Nightmare? Are you good, bro? You good? So that was, like, a late night panel. That was a great time. And I got to take a picture. I remembered at the end to ask for a selfie with that bronze girl, especially because she was some ace rep at the panel, and I was like, hell yeah. And, you know, during the panel itself, they talked about, like, the differences in romance. It was, like, romance versus sex in the games, because obviously in some of the games, like Dragon Age or whatever, like, sex is, like, the end game result. It's like, yes, you win the win condition of this friendship or romance or whatever the fuck. Apparently in Baldur's Gate 3, some of the characters have a little bit more agency. I've not played Baldur's Gate 3. I just know that that's what they talked about. They probably talked about spoilers and shit, but, like, my brain is a sieve, so, like, that the story related stuff, like, I'm not gonna remember any of that. Having Arizona iced tea are actually the best you've ever been. Life is wonderful. Okay, fantastic. I'm glad that you have Arizona iced tea. That sounds delicious. Yeah, and then in the panel, they also, like, you know, like, what's the difference between, like, what constitutes as, like, the romance of like, a companion or group or whatever versus, like, the intimacy part or, like, whatever, like, how are those portrayed, how are they different. And then so there was also a discussion about the differences of, like, attraction versus, like, whatever else, because there's, like, different kinds. And so I was like, this is a really good discussion. And the main point at the end of the day was that the romances, like, options in games is getting better. They like more agency to the characters themselves, and the characters have, like, actual consent. Like, the characters, like, show that, and a lot more diversity in the characters as well. And I'm like, hell yeah. So diversity, consent from the like the NPCs, like let them have some agency, so that it's not just, like, shoving gifts in their face and then just be like, I gave you all the presents, now bang. Because that's what a lot of games do. So, like, having a bit more, like, variety in how you like befriend characters, if like the romance or the relationship with the character like actually does anything to the character's like arcs of any kind, like their story, that kind of thing, because sometimes it just kind of feels like it's separated and it doesn't actually affect the character at all, or if it has like any kind of story driven reasonings. So yeah, it was a good panel. I enjoyed, and I love that there was at least some ace rap at the table to discuss like the differences of like the different kinds of like attractions and all that jazz. Because like you can either say is like romancing characters or like the characters immediately sex time, and some games portray that differently, where some of them obviously have like cutscenes and some of them just fade to black. And they have it like in the end like reflect differently, because again, Harvest Moon, you don't really see anything, and then at some point they're like, hey, you want a child? And then that's kind of it. You're just kind of vibing with like the person that you decide to marry in the game. But the game also, you have you do have to learn where they are and like what they like, but you're also still shoving presents in their face. But yeah, so like those kinds of differences. Literally had it when I was there. It's the same stuff, the bagel cans. Yeah, no, I know what it is. I'm saying it's delicious, and I'm glad that you are drinking it. I'm drinking water because I'm talking a lot, and my voice is gonna die soon. Yeah, so that was Saturday. That was that panel. It was a good panel. And then afterwards, finally met up with my friends. I inhaled chips and jerky in the vehicle on the way back, and then we just like crashed to get back to the hotel. Like I was just gone. People are like, "Yeah, we went to parties on Sunday," but I needed sleep. I was going to perish and wither into the wind. Monday was the day I actually was able to just go, and I love how you ended up forgetting I did. The half bag of barbecue chips. I ate the other half, so it was like a quarter of a bag of barbecue chips in the rental car, and as like we like, you know, the end of everything or whatever, I got dropped off at my house or whatever, and I went, fuck, the barbecue chips are still in the fucking car. It was in like the glove box or whatever, and I was like, shit. So I told whoever was driving, I was like, guys, can you take it out? I don't think they did. I think they just left it in there. I should have remembered to take the bag out. I would have loved to have the barbecue chips for like snackages like here on my own while I'm watching shit, but I forgot, so ripperoni. I guess whoever gets the car next can have free chips. Whatever. My bad. But yeah, I had emergency barbecue chips and jerky in the van, or whatever, the car, van, vehicle, fuck it. And then, yeah, crashed. Monday was the day that I was able to actually go around the floor and play a bunch of games. So, and by a bunch of games, I mean a few. So the first game that we played, actually one of our other friends really wanted to play this like Power Rangers game, because they basically made a retro Power Rangers game as if it was made in like the 90s or early 2000s, and it was at like the Atari booth, and you can't play the demo of this, and it's coming out, I don't remember when, but I'll definitely be sharing this, because at this point, days 3 and 4, I don't have it on my I don't have it on the Twitter thread, and I haven't posted it into the main PAX West thread, obviously, in the Discord. Yeah, the retro beat 'em up was really fun. We backflipped our way to victory, and I enjoy that. The game was a very fun time. The art style is great. I love the retro art style of it, and I love that you can have like special powers and things like that. We did no deaths. We got S rank, which was fucking great. We absolutely killed it. Rita's got nothing on us. Get wrecked. Yeah, so it was a good time. Played that one. That was the first thing that we did. And then we like split up a little bit. I took a better picture of like the FNAF floor, although it wasn't actually better. But it was definitely like a better angle because you could see more of like the party of the floor on the FNAF booth. But then I went over to the Monster Hunter booth because I wanted pictures with the new mount that they have in the game. They've got like a big old statue that you can sit on. So I went over there and I got pictures with it. Me and my gamer dog, aka the Mandragora, that's got like the A lanyard and the pins on it, or at least some pins. I went and sat on it. It was really cool. I don't know. It was obviously a wait. But then I immediately went and into line for Little Nightmares 3 to be able to play the demo of that. And I am so glad I did when I did, because the cosplayers that were at the booth were about to leave like before I had finished, or before I would go through the line essentially. So one of the booth people asked people, hey, who wants pictures with their actors or the cosplayers, because they're gonna leave soon. So she stood in my place while I went to go get a picture with the cosplayers, and then swapped back with me, thank goodness. So I got pictures with them. They were really cool. I love those like character cosplays. They're really fun. And like the one with the arrow and pointed the arrow at me, and then there's the other one with a wrench. It was really cool. And then I played the game, and I have had these two characters for approximately 15 minutes, and if anything happened to them, I will kill everything in that room and then myself. I love the Little Nightmares games. I've never played them. I've only watched people do Let's Plays of them. But the environment design, and like the storytelling and stuff like that, the whole atmosphere is so good. And they are very good games. So the two characters are different from the first two, and like I love the environment things. They had a couple of like references in there to like the first two games. They had like a little shoe, they had like a little dead rat. You couldn't really do anything with them except for you can toss the shoe around. And they had the characters kind of swap off between the two of them. Like they can each do different things. So you do need both of the characters. And I love like games where they utilize like each character has two different like strengths and things that they do, because it gives it like a little bit of teamwork and stuff. So that was great. I like that. And then after that, what did I do? I walked past the FNAF booth again. There was like I forgot that there was like another building, and it was like the front of the thing, and it was like barred off. Bought myself some dice. They're pretty dice. And then I went to the PAX Rising like section, and someone else had stayed in line to play Just Crow Things, which I think I have on my Steam wishlist somewhere. But you're basically just being a crow. It's like the Untitled Goose Game, but like a crow. You can just actually shit on people. And it just looks like a fun, chaotic time. There was another game that I took a picture of. I didn't get around to actually playing it because I think there was too many people at the thing. But I waited in line to play a game that one of my other friends had mentioned and had recommended. And it is called Desktop Explorer. Now, thank God for me kind of looking over people's shoulders, because it is a puzzle game that really makes you think. And boy, oh boy, I probably would not have gotten as far into the demo if I had looked at what people did. But the aesthetic is like old Windows, like 95 aesthetic. They even had like a CRT monitor, like a really old dinosaur monitor that had like the sandbox version of the game there that you can like mess around in. I waited like 30 minutes to be able to play the demo because there was like 2 people in front of me. And there was other people like waiting on the other side. And then I played through the demo, and I almost made it. I did have to get a little bit of help because I obviously didn't see the beginning of the game for a little bit. So I completely missed some of it, and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I forgot that there was like specific mechanics to like look at. But it was a good game. Probably might play that on stream because I think it would be fun. But I do warn you that me and puzzles, bad. I struggle. I love puzzle games. As much as I love puzzle games, God, am I terrible at them. I do my best. But sometimes I just can't. But that was the one game I think that I played that didn't have a demo that's already available on Steam. So I'm glad that I was able to play this, and then at the end of it I got a pin. Yeah, and then I think there was one other game that I played. It was like a puppet game. I didn't take a picture of it. But you were like a theater puppet looking thing, and there's some kind of story about like the king like getting rid of like the past, and so it gets thrown into like this weird void zone, and that's where you currently are. And your little puppet guy is attached to like a stage hand, which is just like the hand that has the strings to the puppet. There's obviously like a story behind how the hell they got connected, because there's other puppets that aren't connected to a hand. It was interesting. I'm not really one for it. The art style is cool. I think it's just like the human eyes on the puppet kind of freak me out. I don't know. It's like a childhood thing where it's like, ah, yes, this freaky looking Pinocchio thing. The live action Pinocchio scarred me for life. So I'm like, I don't know why I played it. It was just, there was a computer available and I was like, yeah, sure. I walked over and I just started playing it. But it freaked me out just a little. But it was fine. I played through the whole demo. No one was like in line behind me as far as I could tell. I mean, if there was, no one said anything. There was no timer either. There was the other demos that I played had timers of some kind. This one didn't. So it was just pretty casual of just like pick it up and play it. And after that we watched the ending of the Omegathon. Which, if anyone doesn't know, it's like a gaming tournament thing that happens throughout the entire weekend. Select people are chosen to basically game battle to the death. And by to the death, I mean like, you know, elimination from the whole tournament thing. It's just like it's single elimination, you're gone. And they had 5 games that they were playing that they had to choose from. And they were, and thank God I took a picture of this. I got there a little bit late, so I think it was like 1 game in. So they had already played, I think, Twisted... What is that? Twisted Metal Black from the PS2. So I think they played that already. They already played Power Stone 2 or something? I don't remember. Twisted Metal? Okay. The logo's hard to see, and I'm not familiar with the game. Yeah, so they played Twisted Metal before it got there. Twisted Metal, WarioWare, Power Stone, Donkey Kong, and Dead or Alive. Yeah, so I have the picture here of like what the games were. So Twisted Metal, Dead or Alive, there's all those. So I didn't get to see what Twisted Metal was because it came in after they played that. Then they played, I believe, Power Stone? Then they played Donkey Kong, or Donkey Konga, specifically. And they had the whole bongos and everything. Dead or Alive 3. They played second last, which was absolutely incredible because there was like a back and forth almost. Like, basically the whole time it was neck and neck, because they would win, one person would win one, the other person would win the other, and it was literally a tie at the end, and the deciding game was fucking WarioWare. And if anyone who doesn't know what WarioWare is, like, I didn't, like, 5 fucking months ago, or it was half a year ago at this point, I didn't know what WarioWare it was. And then at one point, one of my friends just said, hey, you want to play WarioWare? Well, we're in like a get-together thing. And I was like, sure. Explains nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? What is this? And it's just a bunch of mini games that give you 0 instructions. It just throws you in. It just says, fuck around and find out, essentially. And so that's what the games that they had to do. They just kind of went, all right, see how long you last. Literally, I had got put on the spot. They're not mini games, they're micro games. Okay, fine, they're micro games. They're teeny tiny little games in a little micro game, like group in a bag, and then you just shake it around. Yes, there's different. Shut up. They're tiny games, little itty bitty tiny games in a package, and then it just cycles through them. And you just pick one, and it just goes bam, 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 bam. Have fun, die. That's it. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I've never played this in my goddamn life. So the fact that WarioWare was the deciding game, I'm glad that I played the game, like, so that I knew the context of how insane of a finale this is. Because I think I appreciated the tie that happened as a result. I think I appreciated it more because I knew what WarioWare was, that I played it once. So they had a tie because they just did like the elevator thing for like go as far as you can, see how many micro games you could get through before you like lose all 3 of 4 of your lives, because you got 4 lives to fail and continue. They both did 15. They got 15. And so, I like they had to do a death match. They had to do a one and done. So they did the hard mode or whatever, and it was just you get 1 life. That's it. First thing that the first person died immediately. Second person managed to get through 2 games, and they failed on the game that they failed on the last time, which was like a freaking a pelican and a fish. It got them again. It's hard because it was a timing thing, because you get like 5 seconds to react and actually like complete the objective, and that's it before like the bomb or the fuse or whatever blows, and that's it. And it goes in the elevator. So yeah, that's basically day 4. That was kind of it. And then because it was a girl and a guy who were playing against each other, and so the girl won, which is awesome. I love that. I love to see it. And Darren Atish, hi. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Dragon Age Elfish or Elven, whatever. Hello, welcome. But yeah, that was basically all of PAX. I bought, when I walked around before the Omegathon, I went and got like a bunch of minis and also another set of dice, because I previously during the day I got like a set of dice because I saw some like liquid core dice that were really pretty. They were purple and black with like gold flecks in them, and like the inside purple was like glitter and whatnot. It's so pretty. But the previous day I had found a particular like D&D booth that had like golden dice that had liquid cores and glitter inside, and I was like, ooh, that would go so well with one of my characters that I have, like that I'm using like technically twofold essentially. And I'm like, oh, these are gorgeous dice. But they also had really cute minis, like they're adorable little things. So I was like, I didn't really buy too much stuff, fuck it. So I bought out like a couple of minis, but because I bought enough minis plus the dice from them, I got like a mystery box that had 2 minis inside. So I have like multiple minis. So I bought like a baby dragon turtle, a little Cerberus hound with floopy ears. One was a tonberry, but the label was called stabby fish. So I bought the stabby fish because I thought it was funny that that was named that way. Then there was a baby owl bear, which I got for, because again, like if you buy enough of them, you get like a free one, and then there was like a mystery box because of like a certain other thing. So I technically got like 3 minis for free, but technically not because I paid enough to like get those. It was a deal, whatever. I just wanted a bunch of minis. So I got a baby owl bear and it was really cute. And then there's like a stack of cats that's called like, I don't remember what it's called, but it's just like 3 cats. Oh, kitties in a trench coat, because they're all in a trench coat, but it was like the three musketeers kind of deal, and they're all standing on like top of each other and they have swords. It's really cute. And then I had like the 2 mystery boxes. One is like a raven goddess, or the one mystery box with the 2 minis inside. One is a raven goddess, which is really cool looking, and the other one is like a mage bandit. Again, big jacket, really cool. So I'm probably gonna keep them and probably paint them up. I'm gonna probably get my mom to help me paint them because my mom paints minis and stuff. So I'm gonna be like, Mom, help me paint minis. And by help me, I mean I'm just gonna give it to her. I'd be like, Mom, paint them for me. Because she paints really good minis. I also want to paint one of them at least, so I might just do one of them. But any of the ones that need like super tiny details and stuff, I might just like get her to do it because she does a really good job. She does like lighting and everything. Yeah, got like a couple of pins and stuff as well. Got like an Outer Wilds. Got an Outer Wilds like like a mouse mat and stuff because I and a Outer Wilds pin because they were there and I'm like, I want it. I want the Outer Wilds things, but I did that like day 1 or whatever. Sai has no faith in herself. Look, I can do digital art, okay? Physical painting of things is not my strong suit. I spend way too much time mixing colors in a paint thing. I struggle a lot actually with physical painting because I can't pick colors, and you mix the colors once, and if you fuck it up, you just gotta keep adding more things, but then you risk messing it up even worse. So it's hard for me to do. I've done it a couple of times, but usually most of the times I'm like, please help me mix paints, because like it's gonna take me 3 goddamn hours. Like I'm gonna waste so much paint. Like I should not be in charge of this. The only times I ever do painting things is like I've done paint by numbers because it does it for me. Yeah, so I bought a bunch of things. I will be sharing pictures of like my entire Pax haul of like the little things that I bought. I didn't buy too many things. And by too many, I mean like in terms of, I guess like last year, I I bought like a couple shirts and like a couple other things. This one was pretty like a couple of pins, 2 sets of dice, and some minis, which is not too bad. Again, I also want to preface this. I did budget to be able to buy things. Like, I'm not just spending it willy-nilly. I did have like a limit of how much I was willing to spend being at the convention, because food was already going to be expensive. Also, Canadian to American conversion is absolute trash. It is awful. It is just a pain in the ass. Because it is so much more than you think it is. If I bought something that's like 44 American, it's like 60 Canadian. It's terrible. So I was like, okay, I gotta limit like how much like I'm willing to spend here, because like, and like how much I'm willing to like fit bring back with me, right? Because I only have certain amount of space to just grab things. So I feel like the amount that I'm happy with what I managed to find and like grab that was like unique enough. Because I didn't want to buy things that were just pretty standard or whatever. The one thing that I'm upset about is apparently there was supposed to be a Ryback plush at Fangamer. Again, if you don't know what that is, that's one of the characters from Outer Wilds who plays a banjo. And he's just pretty round and stuff, and he's got like a really old looking like scuba helmet, like a round one or whatever, or at least it looks like it anyway. But it just didn't exist. I was told it was like out of stock, and I was like, what the shit? They just didn't have it, and I was so sad. Other than that, I think next year, assuming I go, I'm definitely gonna be a little bit more prepared, and I want to play a few more games that don't have demos like on Steam, like they're they just don't have demos available around to play. I don't know, I want to make a list of those. I just was woefully not prepared this year. I just kind of went in like without a plan, really. So I think that's what I'm gonna do next year, is I'm gonna like be able to play a bunch of demos and stuff that aren't on Steam. Even if some of them are on Steam, like if it's interesting enough to me, like I'll go and do it. Just so that like I'll have played it, and so I know if I want to play the demo or the game itself like for stream. Because that's generally what I like to do. I like to scout and see like what games I'd want to like either play on my own or especially stream it. So yeah, there's a few like cute little farming sims that I'd want to check out. There's a couple like RPGs. There's a few other games that I took pictures of booths of. I didn't grab like cards for many of the games. I mostly just took a picture of like the banner at the back just so I remembered. I intended to go back to a few of them, but like Monster Hunter Little Nightmares, the Windows Explorer game, and like I think one of the other games or whatever, I only had time to do those because like if you're waiting for half an hour in a line and then you play the game for like 15 minutes, that's already 45 minutes in total dedicated to that game. You get like one game per like hour essentially if it's a really popular game to demo, whether it's an indie game, a PAX Rising one, or if it's like one of the big booth ones, which is what Little Nightmares was. It was one of the big booth looking ones because it's a popular franchise at this point. So you can only play like 4 games in like an hour if there's lines to be had, and even longer if the game doesn't really have like a time limit per se. And like, oh my god, one of at least a couple people went into the Nintendo line for a while, and it took them forever to get through. Like it wasn't nearly as bad as like the special event thing that Nintendo did last year, which was an absolute nightmare that I've heard of. But the line obviously for Nintendo is long, and they put you through the line and you play a bunch of the games that are there. I know that Star Wars was one of them. They had I've heard the new Legend of Zelda game is really good. The one that like Zelda is in fact the main character that is playable, and it's in the style of like the top down sort of like almost clay, like toy diorama kind of view kind of thing. I don't know what to call it. Isometric, I guess, is the way to describe that. And there was I think it was that was the remake that came out, and it was Link, and I don't remember what its name is right now, but it's basically that same style, but now it's Zelda, and it's got like a bunch of puzzles and things like that, and I've heard that it's really good, and I kind of want to play it. getting an actual Legend of Zelda game. I mean, you're getting an actual Legend of Zelda game that you can actually play as Zelda, and she's the main character. She is the playable character this time, which I think is great. Finally, people can play as Zelda. So, yeah, that's one of the things that I kind of wish I was able to do, but I just didn't have the time to do it because I was doing other things. Because I do like to go to panels. What do you mean Zelda is a girl? Bear, I think we have to sit down and have a chat with you and just tell you about the Legend of Zelda and the difference between the games and what the protagonist is. The fact that, yeah, Zelda's the princess, and Link is the one that you're playing, and it's not the Legend of Link, it's the Legend of Zelda. You know, I know it's you know, confusing, and it's Princess Peach. Yeah, sorry, Princess Peach is the one that that Link is saving every time. Because next you're gonna tell me Metroid isn't even called the Metroid and wears latex suit under that armor. We gotta leave. Come back. It's like, sorry, we gotta leave. We can't. Sorry, we're gonna have to burst your bubble there. Bayonetta is. I don't even know enough about Bayonetta to know what you're talking about here. Why is it called Legend of Zelda when it's all about Link? Because Zelda's the princess and Link is the one that's saving her and stuff, and she's the reason everything happens. I don't know, she's very story important. She's like not even like the MacGuffin. She's the very story important character that requires saving. She's the McMuffin. No, not the McMuffin. But yeah, I don't actually, that's a good question. I don't know why they call it The Legend of Zelda when the main character is Link, despite the fact that Link is saving Zelda every goddamn time. And I don't know why they named it after the princess that has to be saved all the time as opposed to the main character. Maybe it's just cooler. Maybe it's because it's the legend of the princess and Link is finding the princess all the time. I don't know. I'd have to go Google that. I have to go lore diving. I don't want to do that right now. All right, BRB, I am going to go refill my water and I'll be right back. Everyone go get some water. All right, sound good? All right, cool beans. BRB.